All right. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Uh, Let me just post this. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Today's stream is about uh, just like I want to hang out with you guys. So, if anyone there, you can like this stream and come on live chat and we can hang out together. We can chat. So you can let me know if everything is okay, like if you can see my screen and if I am audible. Or if there is any lag. Actually, I have increased my bit rate. So because I have some low configuration like monitor or system over here, so I'm just experimenting. But it's showing me my connection is excellent. Anyways, yeah. Let's go and yeah. So what we need to do today. So what I'm doing currently is for the new viewers, or what I'm doing is I'm creating a side project just like to learn Rust and this React Native. So what I'm doing is I am kind of creating an application that will fetch some hot numbers from the past years or any date range. So that API has to be like I will write that on Rust. My entire backend is on Rust. I'm using Actix Web, and for front end, like my application, I'm using React Native with TypeScript. Yeah. So what are we going to do today? We are going to do is we need to implement an API, an endpoint. So currently we will implement a raw endpoint. What it will do is so I have this data over here, and it gives me some result from like the entire universe of these hot numbers and the winning numbers and all all details. So it's an open API. What I do is I need to consume this API, then filter out these numbers based on a date range, and I need to figure out something by which I need to find like some hot numbers. So these are the numbers, right? So I need to somehow do something, create a method or something like that, an endpoint that will return me a highest frequency number. So if you are aware of like a simple data structures and all, it is a kind of a problem, right? Where we need to find out frequency of a number uh, that arrive, like its number of occurrence. So in the same way we need to do that. And the constraint we have here is we will have date range as well. So we can use that, for fetching, like just like I did for checking. You can see on my URL. No. Okay. I will do here something like I will filter out these draw dates based on the like last years. So we need to write that, and also we need to maintain a data structure that will count occurrence of each numbers, how many time it occurs, and we will sort them out, or maybe take only top 5 occurrences, so that we can use those 5 occurrences in our Powerball game, because it consists of 5 numbers and one Powerball. So mm, so we need to do that. Do you want to like see my emulator as well? Let me know in the chat if you want to, but I think, yeah, I think space is well occupied on the screen. Let me just see. Yep. Okay, I have a coding window over here, a browser over here, and this is me. All right. Yeah, so let's do that. First we need to create few methods. Let's create a method. So yeah, let's create a method, and then we'll connect it with the API. We'll write some API, declare route on our server, and then we'll move ahead. All right. So let me just do some arrangement so that you guys can see my emulator. mm, Emulator capture. Okay. uh, I'll make it over here. I need to put it over browser. Okay, do this. No, I think this is fine. This much is fine. Yep. Okay. All right. Now you can see, I think, everything. Connection. Let me check the stream health, how it is going. Okay, it is excellent. Yeah. So if you are new here, you can subscribe to this channel and like this video, share it with your friends as well. Also, if you are not like, if you just want to hang out, then you are most welcome. You can always put your views on this live chat. We'll hang out. Okay. Hmm. So here we have our data, right? But first let's create this button. We need to figure out how we can do. So I need to figure out on this. So as soon as I click generate, I need to implement a way over here so that I can contact my API, right? So how can I do that? So I will go from where this generate button is located. Where is it? I know it. We can use inside quick pick configs, I think. Hmm. So we have this here we use, and this touchable opacity, I think. So if you guys are new here, then you can like this stream and subscribe to this channel if you think it's okay, or if you want to learn like Rust and all. Mm, Maybe it's not here. I think it's a pop-up, right? So pop-up is over here inside this powerball. So what's its title? AI quick pick. AI quick pick. Yeah, here it is. We have this button over here, touchable opacity, and I think if I click on this, it should close. All right. So request to generate the numbers based on the configs. Okay. So one thing we need to do over here, we need to dispatch from here, right? We can do generate. La 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 la. Okay, guys. No one wants to hang out with me. Handle generate. So if anyone is watching this stream, do we need to, yeah, dispatch. So what I'm doing over here is I'm dispatching an action from here. So once an action will be dispatched, and that action will actually contact that API, the server. So we need to create we have a powerball here. Okay, we have a powerball slice, and we can update this for our actions. So what happened today was, actually it's been a cloudy like week, and today itself only the sun is out. So also in morning when I was joining, electricity went like suddenly, and my system also was like on low power. So I give it a break. I put it on charge and just took a sun bath. All right, so we need to create three cases: pending, fulfilled, and this status. If it's written somewhere, we can use that. I don't want to type it. Let's check on this. Just like this, verify login and all. Uh, So if anyone is watching, like if someone is new on this stream, please like this stream and feel free to ask any questions if you have any, or if you can guide me as well. You're most welcome. We can do complete auto, right? Complete auto quick pick. Then play Powerball. We need to create few methods over here. Let's say instead of this play Powerball, we can use generate quick picks, or we can like, if you want to suggest a better name. Mm, so we need to figure out like are we like okay with these status submit and all. I think is saved, results is submit. uh, we'll do that first. All right, so if anyone is new on stream, please like this stream. You can subscribe if you want, or if you think it will add some value on your Rust journey. Powerball slices. Do we have generate quick pick? Hello, hello, YouTube Mastery tips tricks. How you doing? I hope you are doing fine. Are you? Yes, please go ahead. I am web developer. All right, awesome. Me too. Same pinch. YouTube Mastery. Am I audible properly? If you can help me. There is no one on like chat. You are the first one. Yeah. So today what I'm doing is it's my side project basically. So what I'm doing is I'm creating an application by which I will learn React Native, how React Native works, because I think I should like learn this stack as well. So I know React. I have been like working on React from like past 4 to 5 years. So what I was doing is I have like taken completely new tech stacks. Like I'm learning Rust as well, and with React Native as well. So I am not a beginner, but I think above beginner and below intermediate in both of these technologies. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm creating an application over here. It will contact to a backend server written in Rust. I'm using Actix Web. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing currently. And the today's task, what I'm doing is, as you can see, if you are able to see my screen, let me just, can you see my like this simulator like properly, or do I need to like make it bigger? Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So what I'm doing currently is if I click on these like generate button, what I'm doing is uh, I'm thinking of like I have an entire data set over here. Like I have very big list of. Are you able to build e-commerce? Yes, I think yes, we can do that. So if we have like, yes, we can do that, of course, yeah. So what I am doing here is, and what I'm planning to do on Rust is, I have this entire winning numbers over here. I mean, if you are interested to know what I'm building, then let me know. No problem. So what I'm doing is I have this like entire list of winning numbers from like entire like it has a entire universe from the day the game was created. I have this entire set of data. So this API is open API and all. So what I need to do is I need to somehow figure out a way. What I'm doing is I am trying to figure out a way so that I can find out how many like what are the highest frequencies of number that are going to, let's say you are playing something, right? So you need, instead of you manually guessing and all, you need something that use that it should be there, like there should be a way so that you can know which number occurred most. So that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of adding this feature. So in this will be done in Rust. So what I'm doing is I have all these numbers over here. I will try to figure out how many, like what is the occurrence, like most occurred numbers. So I'll figure out those top five, and once those top five numbers I will have it, I will map it over here, these five balls as you can see on top, uh, this, and there will be a powerball again, so I will map it to. So this way I am trying to like reduce, what you can say, I'm trying to like make people go like one step closer to the probability, like something like that, instead of manually guessing. I'm like trying to find out which number occurred most so that they can have a idea. So, right? Do you understand, buddy? Or I'm too slow at explaining. Anyways, yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. So this is what I'm doing, and I thought, how should I do it? So I figured out that we can use a hash map that will count each number, how many times a number occurred, and then I'll simply select top five, like sort them maybe, and sort them and select top five numbers and give it to the user. So this way he will have the understanding. He will like know from the entire universe how many times, what are the top five numbers, so that he can bet on it. So instead of like this. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Great, 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 great. So are you working currently somewhere? I think you have opened your channel as well, like YouTube Mastery Tips and Tricks. Let me just see. Okay. Yeah. That's great. That's great. Udemy is great. You can learn. So are you like building your project as well, or just like watching tutorial and all? So is there anything if you could share with us, like that would be great. So okay, so here as you can see, I have this data type, right? So the input, I built some project like e-commerce or Docker appointment projects and other also. Great. Doctor appointment. Okay, great, great. Awesome. That is great. Great, great. So on your e-commerce project, like give me the advices to apply on jobs. You can put those like deploy it somewhere and use that link and use that in like your resume and then start applying. So how do you want to apply, like what's your what's your like goal? What do you want to like on, like which company do you want to like work on, service based company or product based company and all? or you want to like get a remote job and all? All right, so if anyone watching, like if someone is new on this stream, please like this stream, and you can share it with your friends. Subscribe to this channel like if you think it will add some value on your journey, and if not, then we can always hang out together. You can ask me questions. Bro, you can like, if you want to do in service base, then you can simply try like prepare for an interview. Open like a browser and just search for top 100 interview questions of your niche, and just revise them well. Yeah, and that will be all for like applying in a service based company. On product based company, you need to really if you are a MERN stack developer, as you say, so you need to be very like profound on JavaScript. I think all the basic like concepts, like how do we create polyfills and all, like prototyping and all these things. You need to like do very well on JavaScript if you are a MERN stack developer. And if you want to like get a remote job and all, then you it will take some time. I think some luck factor also depends on this, or like taking remote jobs and all. Yeah, you can simply like contribute on some open source repos of like the companies of your choice, and be in touch with the maintainers as well. That will help you out if you want to get a remote job. That will do, sir. Okay, so here guys, you can see we have input over here, a parameter data that has a type of Powerball input, but we need something different over here, right? So what we can do from here? No problem, guy. So I'm from India, of course. Thank you. Come again. And I'm from Uttarakhand. Where are you from, guy? YouTube mastery tips, tricks. What's your name? Good. From Pakistan. Awesome. Great. Okay, good. Farzan. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you. My name is it's written on channel. It's Vipin. So I hope you like got it. How can you apply? Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, so these three, or like on three things you can apply. Yeah, if you want to like apply on service based company, that then it's simple. You like need only 2 or 3 days, learn those questions by heart, everyone asks them. Because the interviewer sitting in front of you in a service based company, not all, mostly, uh, they will simply open a browser window and start asking questions, and they want you to like theoretically strong. If you go product based company, there will be several rounds. uh, they will like ask like a deep understanding. For you, I think JavaScript, you should prepare JavaScript very well. And for open source, like this remote jobs and all, you need to be heavily contributing on open source projects, and be in touch with the maintainers as well. This is the way for remote jobs. All right, so where were we? Yeah, we need to figure out what we can pass in this generate button. So if you think over here, so what this generate button do is it will generate some numbers, right? So and everything, we don't need to pass anything from front end, but we need to be somehow we need to be liberal, because all these options that we have, they includes a filter, right? We have dates, these timelines and all. So either we create a separate endpoint for them, or we create one modular and generic endpoint that will be like liberal enough to accept these parameters as well. So yeah, so we need to do that. But for now, let's imagine we only have this thing. So how we will do it? First of all, we need to create an input type over here. Let's do that. Update this to powerball input to, we can do quick pick input, quick pick input. So if anyone is new here, guys, please like this stream, and uh, you can subscribe to my channel if you think it's a good or decent channel. Otherwise, no problem. Yeah, we have to do this powerball only. uh, export const quick pick input. Okay, what we can do, we can take few things. Let's imagine for now we have only one button, right? What we can do, yeah, so we have a constraint over here. One our fixed constraint is we have to get like last year's results, right? So I think this will be uh, so let's not do it right now. Let's imagine there is no all right. So we have one constraint over here, that is last year, right? How we can do that? Should we handle it on backend? We can always like override this. So let's imagine there is nothing for now. All right, and we'll handle it on backend. So if you guys have any more questions, whoever is like, if someone is watching this stream, uh, then feel free to ask, no problem. And if I go here, what I can create is I can create another method over here. Let's copy this. Uh, so guys, if you are new to the stream, please like this stream and share it with your friends. Subscribe to this channel as well. And if not, then if you are from a different niche, then you can definitely come and hang out in live chat. Mm, so instead, what I'll do here is I will simply say auto generate pics, and I have to do this as well. Also, if you are experiencing any lags on this stream, please let me know as well. Okay, so we need to remove this, right? I think we have to pass these tokens in every request. So what we can do is we can create a separate method for that as well. But it's all enhancement, so we can do it later once we need to just complete the cycle so that we can contact backend and generate numbers as well. So let's do that first. So we don't have any input right now, and what it will return is it will return a powerful response, and we have is pending is error is saved. All right. Hello, hello, legend movies. How are you? मैं यार एक साइड प्रोजेक्ट है. So what it does is I'm creating a kind of basically I'm learning these things. So I'm learning React Native and Rust. So what I'm doing is I have this application on React Native as you can see on your screen, and a server written on Rust. I'm using Actix Web for that. So it's kind of what I'm doing is I'm creating a feature over here that will find the most recent, like the maximum occurrence of a numbers from the entire universe of Powerball. So I have this API over here, as you can see on your browser. This is returning me this entire data set of numbers from the day the game started till now. As you can see on 2025 first as well, we have winning numbers and all. So what I'm trying to do is I will extract these winning numbers from this API, and I will find out what are the most occurred numbers. So this way I'm trying to give user a functionality so that he don't need to like manually think of what number he should bet on. So basically it's a Powerball app that I'm making. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. So your inputs are also like welcome, because definitely we can make this app better as well. Thanks legend. uh, thank you very much. So are you a working professional or a student or all right, awesome, student, okay, great, uh, awesome. So which year, like final year or like first year, second year student? And also tell me what are you planning to do, if you are doing any side project as well or working on a project that you think, or if you are thinking of anything, please feel free to ask. We can chat, we can discuss. Final year, great. Okay, so awesome, BTech, I guess, right? BTech, obviously. So you are on final year student, then you must be like you must have created your projects and all. If not, that's okay, no problem in that. Yeah, I have two projects, and I have also systematically planned, and it is a secret. No problem, no problem. That's all right. No problem in secrets. That's all right. That's all right. Also, if you achieve something, then uh, share it with like your someone, with someone as well, because you know community like is all about lifting others and all. So go ahead. This is based on AI. All right. Awesome. It's great. No problem in that. Everything is turning on like this AI these days. That's all right, no problem in that. So this is based on AI. Are you like, do you mean to say that you have built it with an AI, or it's an app or website that implements AI or uses AI to solve any problem? Both of the ideas are great, no problem in that. But I think you are trying to say the second one, right? Your app or something like it implements or solves a problem using an AI. Mm-hmm. Also, guys, please let me know if you are experiencing any lag on video and all. Please feel free to criticize. Or if you want to like see this simulator that I have created, are you able to perfectly see everything? Do let me know that as well. Okay, back to our code. So what we are doing here, uh, this response needs to be updated, but for now let's say it will return something like that. uh, all right, buddy. Legend movies, thank you. And so if anyone new on this stream, please like this stream, share it with your friends, and go through this channel, and if you think it would be like good to subscribe it, do it. And if not, then feel free to hang out on chat. Awesome, awesome. Great. So anyone watching this stream, feel free to ask questions, or let's discuss something. Maybe discuss life, anything, whatever you like. uh, or if you want to know how I'm planning to implement this thing in Rust, uh, we can also discuss that. We can create a flowchart of whatever we are doing. We can discuss that. So feel free to do that and share it with your friends. Bring your friends in. Maybe we can have some blast on the chat. All right, auto generate quick picks. Let's imagine for now that it will return the same response, and it will fetch a token. It will map it on the header because we want to make every request a protected request. And we have created a middleware in Rust as well that will check for this token on the header. So we can do that. Now instead of this numbers, what we can do, we will do nothing. We'll simply remove this. All right, so we do not need to pass anything like who's the user and all, because everything is in this token. And we will update this URL. We will update this URL to play/quick pick. So what we'll do later is quick pick. What we'll do later is we'll modify this URL with some query parameters. This way we can reuse this API, and we can on the backend server we'll use those parameters as a filter. Because like we have these three options, right? First is this custom, that what we are doing currently. So once we implement this will lay the foundation for us. Then we can tweak in this API and all. Secondly, we have timelines, and third, we have custom dates. So these two things, these two options will be handled by a parameter. So we'll do that. But first, let's implement a plain auto generate API. Only constraint here is we need to fetch from only by last year's. So we are doing that. Yeah, so I think we have written our uh, dispatch function. We need to just let me copy that. Okay, and we need to implement it over here. Let's import this. So guys, if you are watching this stream, please like this and share it with your friends. Feel free to ask questions if you have any. Uh, Whatever you like, whatever you want to discuss. And yeah, whatever you want to discuss. So this is what I do. Like I came late today. Like I joined around like 50 minutes earlier. I usually sit like from morning 9 or 10 till 2 p.m. and then start my office work. So I thought it would be a good idea to go live stream as well. So we have like today we have electricity problem over here and my inverter is down. So if you guys have any suggestion on this stream, you can do that as well. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. All right. So we have this thing, right? Generate quick picks and all. So let's copy this and we need to import in our slice as well. This Powerball slice. Powerball slice. Let's generate quick pick. We already did that. We already did that. Uh, yeah, I need to implement it on Powerball thunks. So we already did that. Created a thunk as well. Now we need to do is go to store. We have Powerball reducer as well. All right, I think we are good over here. And let's go here on root. Let's see problem are we facing here. We have dispatch over here. Now what do we dispatch from here? We'll simply use a function on a slice. So we can do that. What do we have here? Powerball slice. Generate quick pick. Okay, so guys, if you are watching this stream, please like it and share it with your friends as well. And come join me on this chat. We'll hang out, we'll talk stuff. And so what we can do over here is we have this, right? So let's check out how we have implemented in slice. So we have this selector, we can use this. Let's go pick config name Powerball on screens. Uh, so quick pick configs, where it will take us. It should. Did I generate quick picks? All right, generate quick picks. So we dispatch that now. To check whether the API returns something, we'll put a log over here, and what we can do is we need to, I think it will return Powerball selector. Yeah. We need to do something. So guys, if you are new to this stream, feel free to ask questions. I'm here. Uh, if you are watching me from a specific like point where I am just sitting idly here and coding, don't just leave. You can chat as well. Yeah, you can ask me anything. What I do, like how I manage these things and all. No problem, no problem. All right. Let's move. So we have this thing over here, right? Results. What we will do is uh, let's copy that thing. Login slice. Let's do this. Go over here, and we need to create this, right? It's a post request. So this is my backend server. Let me know if you want me to like go through what I have done over here, what all things I have created over here. So this is my middleware that I was talking of. I have created this. It will check and it will check each request, and it will validate the token and take the user ID, put it, insert it in a request. So instead of like modifying the request body, and it will just insert using this extension, mutable extensions method. It will insert it in request. So it is not an recommended way to directly mutate request body from here. We can do that as well, but it's not a good way. So the recommended way is to insert it as a new instance on this request. Okay, so this is what I did on this. So it's basically a kind of check that will make each API like protected, and we can do some other things as well. So what we can do over here is once we've like extracted user ID from here, we can simply make a database request over here that will validate whether the token, the user ID that we have provided on token, whether it's a user with an what do we call it, with appropriate role or not. Hmm. So that's my checkout middleware that I've created over here. uh, it's a simple logger over here that I have created another middleware. It will only log request. uh, yeah. Mm. So I hope you guys are not experiencing any lags. uh, Let me just check by waving hands on camera. And now let me see it over here. I think it's going good. All right, let's start implementing our endpoint. uh, so inside this we have our routes. So we'll create another route over here. What it does, so we can create another route over here. Let's say dot service. and it will take a resource over here, so web resource, and inside this we'll use our path that we have copied from our application, right? And a route, request type, it's a post request, and we'll now move it to appropriate handler on in our controller. So what do we want to create? We'll create auto quick pick. So this auto quick pick needs to be declared on our controller, but first let's do it over here. So let's move on to the controllers now. uh, I think we should be doing this in different controller. It's a user controller, right? Yeah, let's do that. Awesome. Let's declare this. So if you guys are new on this stream, please like this stream, share it with your friends, and if not, if you think it's not up your like niche, you can definitely come and hang out. No problem in that. So I'll like try to complete this within an like 2 hours and all, like in an hour, up to 2 p.m. Mm, also, if you feel like, please subscribe to this channel as well. Go through the channel first and see whether you like the content or not, or the videos that I've created. So I've created few videos about struct, enum, actix web framework and all, like how do we connect actix web to our database. Okay, let's see what is happening on Twitter. La 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 la. Okay. AI can build you a full stack web app. Awesome. Here is how you can create a full stack web app with AI in minutes. Awesome, awesome. Say bye bye to coding then. Okay, this is where I'll be working. Google London. Great. What is HTML? Blitz Champion 2024. Ooh, what kind of choreography is this? Setting up my profile on Upwork. I have an interview today. Wish me luck. Thank you. Lars Golden 2025 in huge text. Never using Grok again. Yeah. Let's head back. Okay. So where were we? Let's go here. So we need to implement this function, right? Auto quick pick. So let's do that then. uh, so what will it return? It will return a response that will implement a responder. Okay, and few things. Of course, do we need a request for user ID? But can we do that? Should we maintain a log kind of thing? Let's implement our functionality first. So we, of course, do we need a pool? Uh, do we need to perform any database operation? We need to think. So let's say if I figured out, uh, we can do that. I mean, it can be a possibility, but if I do here right now, then it will be unused. So just to make it look pretty, we are not going to accept any parameters over here, though we need them. Yeah, so yeah, let's start implementing our thing. uh, but when Hello Ankush, how you been, buddy? How are you, Ankush? So let's figure out what we need to do. So there is a server somewhere that has Powerball results, and it looks something like this. It looks something like this. So what we need to do, we have our server, our local HTTP server. But always thinking about AI. Hmm. Like, believe it or not, but it's a fact. It is now a part. So don't worry. All right. Uh, this is what we need to do. How's your day going, Ankush? What are you doing currently? Are you taking a break or something? How is your day going, buddy? So as you can see, this is returning us the result, right? So it's located somewhere, and we have our server. So what we need to do is, we will contact this API. We'll contact this API and it will return us some result. And we need to parse that result. So it will return us some results. We'll request it. For now, we are like simply a plain request that will fetch the entire universe of numbers from the day the game like invented and all. But we are going to definitely put some filters over here, kind of like this, where we will filter out only the last year's result, right? Last year. So we'll use some filter kind of thing on this API. Then it will return us only a minimal set. So this way it will like, we don't have any overhead on our system. So it will return a result. Now the second thing is, as soon as it will return a result, so let's say we have like, we got a result, right? So this is our result. We need to process something. So as you can see, we have these things, right? So it's an array of these objects. So it will come like this. So it will come like this. Are you guys able to see this? Let me know in the comments. If you are able to see this, also feel free to criticize the stream if you are like feeling any lags and all. So this is our response, and we will have an array of like very big array of this. So this will be our stream. So first of all, we have two ways to do that. One thing that we can do is either we fetch the entire array of these numbers and then filter out on our local system. College vacations, so creating projects for resume, because in next semester companies start visiting. Any tips? uh Focus on basics, Ankush, and company will always look for a dedicated guy, it's for sure. So try to build whatever. So what are you planning to build? Resume. So creating project for resume, it's, I think it's a React base, right, that we talked yesterday. So yeah, do that. You are doing good. Do that, start implementing things. And so one thing I need to ask you, so there are like companies that first of all do some initial screening. So did you have any idea like how this screening will go? Do we have any analytical test, or you'll simply be rushing on the interviews? I think that if there are like 100 guys on your class or on your batch, only like 30 or 40 will apply, and only 10 or 5 will be serious, and only 2 will be selected. I think you are on the top 2. I think so. Yeah. So as you can see, we will have the entire set of this array over here. Then there will be two ways that I was discussing. Either you fetch the entire universe of this number and filter on your server, which is not a ideal way, right? Why are we going to overload our system with these calculations? We can simply query this request, and we can fetch the result from like filtering that query from there. And once we have this, what we are going to do is we will create a data structure. We will maintain a data structure that will figure out how many like the occurrence of these numbers. So let's say we have 10 results and 19 occur 5 times. So we need to figure out that thing, how many times this numbers will be occurred. So there are few steps involved. First of all, this is a string. We need to split it on this space by space. Then we need to run, I think, a loop on that. We'll maintain a hash map uh, with these keys, these numbers as a key. And once let's say 19 occur 3 times, it will update it. Maintaining hash map, because I think it provides a linear uh, time complexity for insertion and updates, and it will be like beneficial when we have larger set of data, right? So yeah, it's a classic problem. You must have like seen it somewhere, how many like occurrence of any numbers in a string, or something like that. So we are trying to do that. So we need to build that. So how do we do that? The question is this. So we have our like outline over here, right? We have our outline over here, that what we need to do now. That we have, first of all, we need to contact this API. So we'll write code to contact this API. Sorry. So as soon as we receive the API, then we will implement a hash map and implement loop, count frequencies, and then return that frequency to the user. So few steps. Let's start. All right. Let's do this. Let me just check if anything, something is going on chat. I don't know how company selects from OA test, because everyone solves all question obviously by cheating. But I don't what happened, and they select 5 6 people randomly. Yeah. Whatever happens will like happens for a good. No problem in that. you can apply. If you select it, then it's okay. If not, then it's okay again, because something better should be waiting. So for now, just don't think about that. Utilize your like vacations well. uh, Focus on like building that stuff. Awesome, awesome. Doing good, man. No problem. If you get selected or not, something good will be waiting, of course. All right. So we have our what we can do over here is we need to create few utility methods as well that will map those things. Let's do this thing. So of course we need to first of all let's do return this thing HTTP response. uh, okay, for now let's say everything went well, right? Optimistic approach. API response or not. API response. And we have a string. uh, so guys, if you are new to the stream, please like this stream, share it with your friends. Do check out my channels as well. I have like some videos there, and if you think it would be a good idea to subscribe this channel, please do it. And feel free to criticize the stream if you think it's lagging, if you think something is not clear, something is not like you cannot see something well, let me know. Also you can hang out on chat as well, no problem. Let's hang out. All right, so we have status over here. Status, let's say everything went well. We have a 200 status. We have a message. It accepts this thing format. Let's say number fetched. Everything was okay. Please be genuine for how much your web development is going to be alive. I don't understand. Please be genuine for how much years web development is going to be alive. Okay. It is going to be alive because see, something is that why I switched to mobile is because not everyone is be on their laptop all the time, right? We have our devices, so it's better to switch to mobile. But first, but web development is not going to be dead, so don't like think about that. It is going to be like alive very much until then everything is there. So though technologies shift, so if you are building this like web development, then please focus on mobile first approaches. Try to build something with mobile first approach, right? If you are building a page, first of all always think that it is going to be opened on a cell phone somewhere, not on laptop. So try to make it responsive first. A mobile first approach is there. You must be knowing that. Yeah, so you can use Tailwind and all, and like these things. But always try to build mobile first. Be flexible on that as well, and don't worry about this thing. Web dev is not dead and will not dead. So I hope this answers your question, Ankush. If not, then you can please ask any follow-up questions. Also, if someone is watching this stream, a new stream, this you can please like this stream, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you think uh, it will add some value on your journey. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, so this is what. Okay, over to HTTP response. Why it is throwing? Yeah, let's remove this. So let's see if everything is well on our terminal. Create generate quick fix. No problem in that. Yeah, it's building. My system actually, I think it doesn't like working very well. I have 8 gigs of RAM. It's an old MacBook M1, and as soon as I like hit save, it takes like really good time to compile this code, though it's not very big code. Thank you, Ankur. Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah, I just saw that I got 70 subs. It is a great day. Thank you, buddy. Ankur, so are you a student or a working professional, Ankur? Do I know you? I think, are you on LinkedIn? I can, I'm feeling that. I think we are friends on LinkedIn. I am a graduate looking for jobs. Awesome, awesome. So, what's your pass out year? Did you pass out like last year or? I'm on LinkedIn. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I thought. Great. 2024 pass out. Yeah, yeah. Great, great, great. So, how are you planning to apply for jobs? Are you like working on some roadmap kind of thing, like DSA heavy thing or web heavy thing? What's your take? Or if you are building any project, anything? We have Ankush over here, so you guys can like also discuss together what all you guys doing. And I don't think we are connected on LinkedIn. I joined randomly. Okay, 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 awesome. No problem in that. If you are on LinkedIn, you can just paste your URL. I will uh, like add you. And also, if someone new is watching, please like this stream, share it with your friends, and do subscribe this channel and check out the channel. If you think it will add some value, then feel free. Also, all right. So I hope stream is going well. If you are feeling any lag or something, please let me know. Feel free to criticize this stream. Okay, let's do our business over here. Yeah. So yeah, compiler is not complaining. I think we are good. So for now, we have written everything is going great. We need to implement something over here. What we need to do? Just check our flowchart. What we have created. Yeah. First of all, we need to like call this API, this URL. For now, we are no will not be using any filters, but we have to do that because we are not going to pull the entire universe of these numbers into our system, right? Into that response. So we need to somehow figure out this thing how we can do that. Um, I'm building a month stack project, practicing TSA daily, applying for jobs on LinkedIn, in Indeed, and via some company portal. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great. One thing I can suggest you, you can be active on Twitter as well and show your progress daily. If you think that you have created a project that you can share public, you can definitely use build in public kind of hashtags and all. Post it on Twitter daily, and be in touch with the like the businesses that are going to open uh, this year or that received funding and all. Also check on the portals. In my yesterday's stream I told that you can definitely check on these portals like Hacker News and all, Twitter, LinkedIn. There you'll find some founders. You can try to figure out what businesses they are carrying out currently. Try to find out their open source repositories. contribute in them. uh, but you are doing great. I think practicing DSA daily will help you. Great, great, great. Awesome. You can do that thing as well. Yeah. So coming years are yours, buddy. No problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. So we need to do that. So we need to first call this API, right? How we can do that? We need to figure out. We have, I think, a crate called request. Do we have anything? Yeah, request. We can do that. We'll use this crate. Awesome, awesome. So, guys, if you are feeling any lag on stream, please let me know as well. Uh, or if you have any problem like audio problems and all. And for the new guys, please like this stream. Go through the channel and let me know if you think the videos are good. Subscribe to this channel and feel free to criticize the videos as well. Comment boxes for that. And request. All right, so what did do? Async and blocking client. Yeah, we'll use this like this. It is returning a result. See, let me just explain this part only. What it is doing is, see, why we use result here. Why don't we copy this? Let's add this first. Okay, terminal. All right, cargo add request. So we need this crate in order to call that API. So we have installed this. Let me just show you. See, my system is like messing with me. Awesome. All right, people. If someone new joining, please like this stream. Let's found out Ankur on LinkedIn. So I think it is Ankur that I've received a request. Yes, yes, yes. It is Ankur. It is. All right. Let's have this. Trying random stuff for hours instead of. Oh, this is funny. Uh, yeah, this is funny. I don't. I don't know how internet works. I have no idea how to make an app. So, how are you building all this? Through my ability to tell Claude that I want in a way to understand and my ability to evaluate whether or not the output makes sense. Yeah, this post makes sense at least. Meta plans to add tons of AI generated users to Instagram and Facebook. What? Meta is taking social media to a whole new level with millions of AI generated profiles on Facebook and Instagram. Hmm. Not sure if this content is AI generated or not. Find this funny. Let's see the comments. No comments. How I feel, I have to listen to my sentence after understanding it within first few words. You guys must be like feeling this like this whenever I talk, right? So if anyone new is joining this stream, please like it, and come on the live chat section. Let's hang out. Check out my channel as well if you think it will add some value. If you think the content is good, or if you think you can support me to 100 subs, please subscribe to this channel. Let's see what is Twitter doing. Can I ask a question? All right. Let's head back to our thing. Let's do what we are doing. All right. So yeah, I think we need to create a utility function here, hmm, right? And then we'll use this. What are you building now? Yeah. So Ankur, what I'm doing is it's a side project. I do it like for learning. What I do is I am learning React Native and Rust now. So I'm not a complete beginner in both of them, but not intermediate as well. I'm below intermediate and above beginner. So it's like in between somewhere, a low in between, right? So what I'm doing is I am creating an app that will, let me just show you. As you can see on your screen, you can see these things. So what I'm doing is I have created this app where a user will enter these numbers and play Powerball, right? So what Powerball is, there are five numbers and one Powerball. So based on these, user hits jackpot. So now let's say you are a user, and what you'll do is you have to like think of all the numbers and try to like guess it, right? So these games always have a luck factor. So now what I was doing is I have implemented this button, quick pick AI. Now if I click on this button, I'm asking the user to select these three, like one of these three. So I'm trying to make it a step ahead, like probability wise. So I will, what I do is I will auto generate these numbers, right? So I have the entire universe of all the numbers from the day the game was there, or at least from the day that data is on internet. So I will try to figure out how many times a number occurred, and based on these occurrence I will based on these occurrence I will fetch the first top five numbers and send back to the user, so that it will have less strain on his mind to guess the numbers and all. So because if he sees the data, he says okay, like number 10 occurred 19 times, so it means that it should come this time also. So that's what I'm doing. Fun project, a good learning as well. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm kind of writing this feature in Rust that will contact the API as I like shown you on the browser. So let me just show you again. Yeah. So this, let's say there is a server somewhere. I need to call that API, and it will return me some result. I will filter those out, and I will then later split those with the spaces, use a hash map to check for counts, and will return the top five numbers based on the frequency. So that's what I'm doing. Did it make sense? You can like give your views as well. We can do that, we can improve this thing. That's what the stream is all about. I want to show you how I like do these things. What are the perks of like these remote jobs and all. I can do this. I'm able to do this basically. So I mean, with the regular office jobs, I would not maybe. So, like, is it making sense, Ankur, what I'm doing? I mean, if you have any other ideas, you can push that as well. We can implement that, buddy. All right. So let's start implementing our thing. Okay. As you can see on your screen, we need to first of all fetch that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, I will give you some example. Wait. See, can you see this part over here? This real world app like this. I don't know if there is any real world app like this. If someone is doing that or not, I don't know. I just thought I should do that, and I thought like, so what I did was I was just like, I thought that what if I would play game this, I would play this game. So instead of guessing from these set of numbers, I thought that why won't be there any button that it will pick it for me, like based on some calculations. So that's what I did. uh yeah, I don't know if there is any real world app or something like that. There might be, I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, so does that answer your question, Ankur? This real world app like this, because I don't know if someone is doing this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so this is only thing that I'm trying to implement this. But you can like give your views as well. We can also discuss on that. Okay. Let's see. Some. So if you guys are new on this stream, please like this stream, share it with your friends. Also check out my channel as well if you think this channel makes some sense. Then subscribe to this channel. I think the stream is going quite well. I like attained 3 subscribers today, but I'm not sure. Uh, yeah, yeah, I got it. So also please let me know if the screen is like laggy or something. Uh, Please wait. I think I need to put my phone on charge. Hold on, hold on. Yes. Okay. Yep. So yeah, let's do that. Mm, let's do that. So we need to figure out, should we do like completely raw here without any refactoring and all? We can do that later. I think we need to first implement the functionality. So uh, let's go here. Sorry, let's go here, open this tree. uh, hmm let's open this tree, and inside this utility, inside this helpers, we are going to create a method over here, right? Uh, what we are going to do is awesome. So if you guys are watching this stream and haven't liked it already, please like this stream, or at least if you don't like this, like let me know on the chat as well. Feel free to criticize the stream and check out this channel if you think it will add some value on your journey. uh, Go ahead and subscribe it. All right, so what we need to do here, uh, let's create a function. Let's say fetch powerball data, right? So it will take a URL. It will be of type either string, let's say. It will return a result, right? So you must have seen on that crate that I was showing you, there is an entire template written for this. So let me just copy that. If I go here, uh, if I go here and on this, right? So you can see this. Okay, we need to change this unit type as well. So let's copy this thing first of all. Enter this thing. Let's copy this. Control C. All right. Yeah. Uh, let's paste this thing. Okay. Now I have this URL over here. Okay. Then instead of this request.get, I will use what it does. It takes, I think, a string. Let's see. Let's first of all import it. Request. Let's gd. All right. Request. So this is what it's written on that crate as well, right? This function. Hmm. So what does get takes? So I think it takes a URL, and it will return a future. Okay, and that future is of type result that has a response and an error. So instead of this string, we can. So guys, if you are new to the stream, please like this stream and share it with your friends. Feel free to criticize this stream and check out this channel as well. If you think it will add some value, subscribe it. Let's hit 100 subscriber today. We need 29 more. uh, I mean, if you feel like, then do, not mandatory. All right, it will take a reference of this str, right? So what we can do over here is we can pass this URL over here. Oh, sorry. User URL. Okay, and let me know if you guys can like, if you are not feeling any lag or something like that, feel free to criticize that as well. So we can pass this URL for now, but first we need to uh, do this thing. So now instead of this result, what we'll need is uh, uh, let's just go on this thing as well. So as you can see on the flowchart that I have created, it will return us an array of these objects, right? So it is a vector of these object. So what we can do is this object over here, we can create a struct that will follow this. We need draw date and winning numbers. So we can take two fields of type string on that struct, and we can create a vector of that, and we can return that, right? So instead of this result type that we have written over here, we need a vector that has vector of that struct. Okay, so let's do that. So let's do that. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, or if you want to like have a chit chat, let me know as well. Okay, so we have a vector and that vector has a power ball struct. What do we call power ball response? No, no, no. We already have created that. How do we name it? Powerball numbers. Let's do that. Powerball numbers. No, Powerball game. So we will return a vector of Powerball games from here. Can we define a vector over here, or do we have anything dedicated types? Yeah, let's do that. So here we will define our thing. Uh, Derive. We need to uh, deserialize it. And if you want to print it, so if you guys are new to this stream, please like this stream and feel free to chat. We will implement a debug trait as well, because we want to see what all numbers that we got for now at least. So let's remove this debug from here. Okay, okay. And so this the data that we got, it has two things, right? Draw date and winning numbers. So we can create a struct of that draw date, and that is of type string, and winning numbers, that is of type string. All right, let's check on the chat. So we have two concurrent viewers it's showing right now. I don't know how accurate this statistics is, but if you are guys, if you are new to this channel, like this stream, share it with your friends, go check out my other videos as well if you think these make sense. You can subscribe them and check out my other videos as well. I think they are decent, not very good. uh, Also feel free to comment on these videos as well. So also, if this live is not per your niche, then you can definitely hang out here in live chat. I'll try to, I'll be engaged basically. So, and also if the stream is lagging, I think is it lagging? It is good. All right. Here we have our thing. Let's make those public. What I'm doing? I need to declare a struct over here. Powerball game. Powerball game, and we need to make it pub pub. Okay, expected item after attribute. All right. So we have created a type as well. So there are two types, right? These are in the on our that as well. The response. So it will be a vector of that Powerball game struct. So as you can see, it is returning us three things. So it's a multiplier, those winning numbers and all. So yeah, it will return that, and we are using this error. It will cover all the errors that we have, and we need a hash map to store that thing, right? So if you guys are new here, please like this stream, share it with your friends, go check out my other videos as well, and if you think that makes sense, those videos and all, you can subscribe to my channel as well. So we have 29 more subscribers to hit 100. The stream went well today, I think. Going good. We have 71 subs. We got 3 subscribers today. Okay. Also, you can hang out on chat as well. Or if you are building anything, let me know in chat. Maybe we can discuss that. Or if you have want to know what I'm building currently, you can ask that. Or if you know what I do like daily, how I start my day and all, or how did I like applied for these remote jobs and all, you can ask me that. I'm ready to let's talk. All right. Okay. Yeah. And so like I discussed here that first of all we will come like fetch the entire universe of these numbers. That should not be the way to do it. We should filter it. Filter it not on our system. We have to implement some filtering on that query, right? That is called SOQL. So SOQL kind of thing. We need to implement a filter on that query, right? And this way we'll have our filtered query already, right? Filtered response. So instead of filtering out our entire set on our like on our side, we will pass a parameter on that query that will filter out and give us the filtered result. So this way it will be lightweight, and then we can start our processing on that number. So I think it is throwing an error, so let's remove this thing and write it entirely by all. Okay. All right. So let's think this way. So if you guys are new to this like this stream, right? So as you can see here, I have this struct, right? I have created that struct, and what I need to do is, let me just simply do this. First of all, let a response, it will be we need to use request. We have no request. This request. Mm, so we already have that variable, but why it's not showing on here? Let's request request dot get let's use this URL over here, right? And we'll use this template that it is provided on like this create request create. And what it does is use this. So if anyone is watching this stream, you can like this stream and feel free to ask any question, criticize this stream as well. For now we'll do this, right? And we'll map this. So this is our response. We cannot find a hash map in this scope. We'll do that. So first of all, that the response that we got, we need to deserialize it. Now why we do that? Because the response that we get, we need to convert it in our struct, right? So third like deserialized do that. And what serialize does is third create serialize. It will serialize that your struct into a JSON response and all. So let's do that. So what we need to do is we say let games, right? And it will be of type vector of powerball games, powerball game. Okay. And so I have this crate as well, third JSON, right? Third JSON. So as you can see, it says JSON is a all right. Let's see how it does. Okay, let's implement that function as well. Third JSON. Okay. And it uses from, because we have this text, right? And that text is our, what it does is it takes a reference to that string. Okay, so what we do is, what is the name of our variable? Response, right? So we can do this. And because it's a result, right, it is returning a result, we can do this games. So it says found unit type. Why? Because we didn't implemented this thing over here. Should I use the simulator below browser, because I need to show you guys the browser, right? Let's make this even bigger. All right. And this emulator thing, I need to smaller. I do it smaller. Maybe something somewhere like this. Okay. Yeah, I think browser is bigger now here. All right. Yeah. So mm, no, this is not used, right? So this is what I did in my in this function. So So guys, if you are watching this stream, like this stream, and you can share it with your friends as well. Okay. So now let's use this function, right? Request. We have directly used request, do we? Let's go there. Awesome. Let's find out the buffer that we are working on. Yeah. So now here we need to do something. What we need to do? So if anyone like watching this stream, please like it, share it with your friends, and check out my other videos as well. If you think those are good, feel free to subscribe this channel. So now that it's returning a result, we can use a match. And what was the name of that function? I copied it? Yes, we are. Fetch powerball data, and we have a URL over here. Now let's copy that URL. Let's say let URL equals what was that URL? Hmm. Let me copy it. So this is the URL, right? We need to pass that URL. Okay. And also because it's an async function that we have declared there, we need to implement await as well. Dot await, because this function returns a future of the result and these error, right? So we need to do that as well. Now we need to match arms over here. So whenever we do a match and we have a result type, we have an okay, and let's say it will return something like numbers, right? It will return some numbers, that vector of numbers will do. We can this thing, and we have an error here as well. So if we encounter any error, what we need to do is we need to return it from this API as well. So we need to let user know that okay, there is an error fetching this thing. So what we can do here is we can create an HTTP response from this Actix web. We say internal server error, and this API response needs to go there within a string, and we say status 500 message. It will be of format macro because it is no. uh, yeah, status will be 500 format. Let's say not able to fetch the results, and we can use that error as well over here. All right, and results is of course none from here. So yeah, missing a semicolon. Let's do that. Okay. Format. What's problem in this? Ah, so this is it. Numbers. Now we need to print that number to do println. So if you guys are watching this stream, guys, please like this stream, share it with your friends, and stay for some chit chat. If you want to ask me anything, you can do that. And yeah, feel free to stay and ask me about what I'm doing and all, whatever you feel like. Let's talk. So I think it will be a vector, so it's a good idea to loop that vector and all, but let's see how it goes. Awesome. All right, so we have our number over here and we have our URL in place. This URL has to be come somewhere from the config kind of thing, but definitely we can refactor that later. We need to implement this thing first. Let's complete our cycle first. And what I did inside this is I created a async function that will return a result. So I used matched on that side. What it does is it will use this create request and contact our API URL that we have created. It's a reference of that string literal. It will yeah, it will fetch the string from it. We will like deserialize it because we need to map it with our struct, right? That's what cert JSON do. Deserialize macro that. So yeah, I think let's hit this thing, see what happens. Let's check our compiler first. Is it complaining? Nope. Good. uh, let's hit it from our app. The next step what we'll do is we will instead of like fetching this entire numbers, we will implement some filters on the query. So how like it will be something like this URL over here. It will have something kind of parameters like this this draw date is greater than equal to some like some value over here. Let's say if we want to select a range, that value will come over here, value. So we'll do something like this. We'll modify this URL, make it dynamic. But for now, let's see how it goes. uh, mm, let's keep track of our console. It takes time in compiling. System is slow. I don't know why. I think I have OBS opened and all. That is why it is compiling. So later on, we will calculate this frequency and all, and then after that we'll display this. So we to display that we need to put a loop because you cannot simply print a like larger vector over there. You need to loop it, and that you need to loop it, and with that loop, you need to print it on console. Okay. Yeah, I think it's done. Let's keep an eye on our terminal. Hit generate from here, our app. Mm, generate. Awesome. The API has contacted and we have received the data. Let me just show you what I got. Let me just copy it. It's a large set. Mm, yeah, I think we have received this thing. Let me just copy it. Where is the browser that I shared? Yeah, this. Hmm. JSON viewer. Let me just show you what I have got. Yeah, so this is what I've got. See, these are the numbers. So basically, what we have done is we received the text. We have created a struct, right? And these struct have these values. So I kept these values, draw date and winning numbers. So it mapped that response with that struct. And why we do that? Because we need to map it with our struct, right? So whatever struct we have created, we need to map that response. So we deserialize that response and that text we received, we hit the API. Now what we need to do is we need to use some filtering over here, because we cannot use this entire set of data. We need to have some constraint, like kind of limit. So our limit, that is kind of default in all, is we need to fetch from last year's numbers. So I don't want to use the entire set. So what we can do is, just I told you, we need to like use some query parameters on that API that we have created. Let me just show you uh, here. So we need to build that thing. So we need to now encounter very we need to like play with some date time, right? So I think I have a crate over here that is called chrono. Let me just open it. Cargo.toml. If I have installed it, chrono, no, I need to install it. So let me just show you what that crate is. So just like movement.js or day.js in our JavaScript libraries, those plugins, we have chrono over here. So let me just open it. In order to play with date times, that will be the ideal choice. There can be others, there must be others as well, but this is like good. Where date times handling. So as you can see, that invalid ambiguous data, configure parsing and formatting within strip time and all. So it has all the option. It is a kind of alternative to movement.js or day.js, but in Rust. So these are the feature. So it is like most used. You can see the downloads and all. Let me just use that, add that chrono. Why we are doing that? The question is why we are doing that, because we need to figure out like this dynamic URL, because we will not prefer to use that entire data set. We will modify the query, use the filter on the query, and will get the minimal result. The maximum of that we want to get is from the last years. So it will be around January 23, no, January 24, yeah, January 24 to now. So we'll do that. Also guys, if you are watching this stream, if you guys are new on this stream, like this stream and share it with your friends. Go check out my other videos as well if you think the content suits you, or if you are able to figure out what I am saying. Subscribe to this channel as well. uh, we joined late today, that's why we are building it till now. uh, I'll end it around after an hour, 4 p.m. Weather is good today. Weather is good. Like we have this sunny day after like a week, I think, or maybe 4 days, and it was flipping cold. Anyways, anyways, let's do our thing. What we are doing? We were trying to modify this query, and we will implement our this thing. Yeah, we'll try to implement this URL that you can see on your screen, this where query, into this. For that we have implemented installed a crate called chrono, and we'll modify that URL on this function, fetch powerball data function, right? Let's implement something called filtered URL. Let Not filtered, uh, base. I think I should give it a base URL name. Base URL, and I will create a URL over here, and this will take a reference of this. We can do that. Alright, so we have base URL over here. Now what we need to do, as you can see on your screen, this triangle, that our local server, it will hit a modified query, right? So uh, we need to figure out how we can use a variable or draw date in the format of this. So let's check what format it takes. It takes, I think, yymmdd. That's what I can see. Yeah, it says 2024 12 30 and all. So it is YY MM and DD. So let's do that. So before we need to format URL, let's write how do we format a URL. Format. Okay. What we need to implement over here, we need to do dollar where, right, and all. And after this dollar where, draw date is less than equal to less than equal to uh, we will say our constraint, like our filter date filter. So if you guys are new to the stream, like this stream, people, and check out the channel, and if you think it makes sense, feel free to subscribe it as well. If not, then I'm already open on live chat, let's hang out. Date filter. So as you can see, we have our vector over here, right? And uh, in this vector we have our draw date as well. So uh, can we just check it? Are we using right thing? Modify queries, so QL. To modify query dynamically, you can use Apex code to construct and all. Let's say this. So this. So we have this. Yes, we can do this. I think URL by URL. I think I'm doing this, but I think I need to do this over here, right? We have a proper URL over here, that is base URL, and we'll format it with date filter. So this will come like this. All right, we have 4 likes. Awesome, awesome, yeah. And let's see how much the subscribers count gone. I'm hoping that is good. 71. We need 29 more subscribers, guys, to hit a home run. Let's refresh this page. Maybe we can see something. Okay, so it says, let's see if we are. I think we need to do this, right? Where draw date. I think these are the variables from uh, this thing. Yeah, let's get back here. So date filter, and let's now create a date filter. So we need a year back, right? So we have a date filter. Let's find out what is today's date, and then we'll subtract a year from it, right? So how do we do that? Again, go to the browser, sir, because we are not well versed in this. Chrono. Let's check out the documentation. How do we get today's date? Where is the documentation? Documentation. La 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 la. Local now, UTC now. Mhm. Awesome, awesome. Let's do that. All right, guys. If you are watching this stream, if you are new to the stream, feel free to like this video, or not. Feel free to criticize this stream as well. Uh, Great. So chrono. So we have a function UTC dot now. All right, so we are using a UTC date now. So we have our today's date, right? So we need to subtract this as well. So subtract a year from it, then we'll use it as a filter. So what we'll do is today, let's call it today, and let use a date filter, and we need to subtract it. Awesome. So we have 4 likes, no new chat, and let me check my subscriber count over here. Hmm. Anyways, so we need to do something like today minus a year. So let's say a year. But how do we do that? So this way we have something called date filter over here, and that date filter we can use it over here, right? Date filter. Okay. 1 year ago, a date filter. Let's check out. Let's check out the documentation. Uh, do we have anything like duration and all? Uh, Search duration. Yeah, duration. Type alias duration. We have a method duration, round duration. Let's see this duration. So so guys, if you are new to this chat, so we have this no current year and month from date time. No, we need duration. So I can simply write how do I get a year back from today using chrono. So if you guys are new to this stream and watching this stream, feel free to like and comment. So we have current date and year, and check. We have something called duration. How do I current? So I think we have a duration. Let me just do it. Let's see how it goes. So if I subtract like duration and get, hey, if I directly subscribe like 365 days and then format it, and how do I get days 365 today? Chrono duration. Duration dot days. Okay, now equivalent to days. Okay, we can write a number as well, right? We can give 365 365 days. And now we can format it. We can format it. Is it implemented something? Chrono format. So I think everyone, no one is joining this stream. what I'm doing. I need to remove only this thing. I need to do this. So delete format string, all right. And what is this string? How do we format that? We have y like this. Can we do that? What will it return? Or do we need to format? It will take a string, right? We can do that as well, because this format will take a string. We have a filter. Let's see our URL. Build up URL. Println. Let's see how it goes. Where is our app? Hmm. Uh, this thing here, it will take an input, and we need to modify some query maybe. Do we need to do this? Yes. And this draw date is less than, will it take? So let's say I have a, what is this draw date? Okay, so if it is a date filter, right, so it's already a year less than today, right? So if I do that, then I'll get, if I use a less than here, I'll get 2 years back, but I don't need that. I need to from that, so I need to change that, I think. Yes, this will do. I think this will do. We'll check what our form, like URL form like, and let's hit our terminal over here. Let's do this, hit generate. So as you can see, this is what my updated URL looks like. Let me just copy it, show it to you guys. Yeah, so this is what my updated URL looks like, right? So it looks something like this. Let me make it. Yeah, so it is looking something like this. Yeah, so I can see it is formed like this. My system is hanging, lagging. Yeah, so you can see I have updated this URL, created something. We use these, so this is called SOQL, so Salesforce Operative Query Language, like this. So on this query you can simply use where, like these clause, and it will implement that on the database. So we have used this where draw date and filtered this query. So instead of filtering on our local system, on our system, like fetching the entire data filter on our system, we did this way, so that we received a filtered data. Now it's simple. So we have 4124. We need greater than that, right? uh, Awesome. Let's implement our thing. Okay. uh, so I think URL is formed perfectly. Mm, okay. uh, let's close this thing. We didn't receive our numbers. We have a URL, and instead of this URL that we used this base URL, and this, and so it should look like this, greater than equal to this. But I think it is looking fine. I think it is looking fine. See where, and we have draw date that is greater than equal to. Something is messy. Something is messy. We forgot how to modify our thing. So let me check this URL again. So you see there is a mistake. So it should not be the case. JSON this, it should be equals here, right? I am doing that. Yeah. So it should be equals there. Let me just fix it over here. Where draw date? Where draw date? Hmm. Where equals draw date. So it should be where equals draw date. So let's hit again, see if we receive any numbers. Generate. So it's compiling. Let's keep an eye on our terminal. Generate, and there we have it. We have received our filter that is much fewer than the entire set of numbers that we received. Let me just show you. uh, yep, 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 yeah. So this is the number that we received early, right? So it is very large. We cannot afford it to like update this thing and all, and to figure out how we can find frequencies of each number on this. But on this, it is fewer. So this is entirely the last year's data, so we actually need that. So we will implement in that as well. So I think our dynamic query that we have created, where as you can see here, if you guys, can you see this? I hope. Yeah, 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 correct. So yeah, this is the query that we have created. Earlier it was like entire query that was fetching from the very larger set. Now we have implemented filter over here. This filter filters out the query, implement a SOQL filter, and fetch these filtered response that we have. So we are good, I think, here. Now we only need to implement these numbers to that thing. So we have two ways. So either we utilize this over here, or we can simply inside this we can do that. We can perform something over here like uh, fetch frequencies and all. Fetch frequencies, and then later maybe display it for now. Right now, display it in terminal. So let's do that. We don't need any to do statement, these println statement right now, because we have figured out that it's working perfectly fine. Let's fetch frequency, like filter out these things. uh, mm, let's get these, what do we call it, let's process these, right? So we will create a function called calculate frequencies. And if you guys are new to this channel, please like this video. And so let's implement this thing first on let's go on helper. uh, should we create on helpers, let's go on helpers. So this is the our function to fetch the fetch powerball numbers, right? Now we need to perform some function, let's say calculate frequencies. So the basic effect. So we have calculate frequencies. It will take numbers that will be of type uh, Powerball game, right? All right, guys, if you are watching this stream, if you are new to the stream, please like this. What we need to do. So let's go over here again. What we need to do now. So like we have this thing, right? We have received our thing, that much we have done. Now we need to create we need to create a function that will calculate our frequency, right? So this is our function that is actually calculate frequencies, right? So this will calculate frequencies. So so there are, see, the let's understand what powerballs looks like. So it has two parts. There are five numbers as well and one powerball. So we need a separate thing for that. So we need a separate hot number set for powerball and a separate hot number set for those five numbers as well. They both have different value based on the jackpot. So let me just put my phone, like laptop, on charge. Yeah. So like I said, we have two things there, a powerball, right? And this powerball is a sixth ball actually, right? So this is a sixth ball, and the top five balls are also there. So this powerball sixth ball, it has to be separate set, it has to be come from the separate set of hot numbers and those five numbers as well. So those five numbers, we need to fetch them as well. So we need both of them separately, right? So what we can do this, we can create a function. This will return a tuple. Let's say the first five numbers, first five, and a power ball, right? We can do that. This will be a return type. Hey, caps cut. How you doing, man? How are you? How are you? So guys, if you are new to the channel, please like this stream and feel free to criticize this stream as well. And uh, check out this channel. And if you think it's up to your niche, then subscribe it as well. So yeah, this is what we'll return. We have first five things as well and a powerball as well. Yeah, so this number basically calculates the frequencies, store them in hash map, and as soon as it encounters a number again, it will update that frequency with a count of 1. So later on we will fetch the top 5 numbers for each of the 5 numbers in powerball as well. So let's do that. Okay, so as I told, it will return a tuple, right? Caps cut, how you doing, man? uh so they are again hash maps. They both will be hash maps, right? Because we need something. uh let's forget about this. Yeah, let's do all right. Let's create a hash map for each, like first 5, because we need to create calculate the frequency, so it will be a better choice. And we'll create another thing for powerball map. All right. So yeah, this function over, as you can see on your screen, it will return a tuple, right? So we have hash map over here. uh, we have a number of you 32, and we have a frequency as well. Capscut, where are you, buddy? Are you feeling any lag on the stream while watching this? uh, Hash map 32, 32. So we'll use hash map and new, right? So this way, sorry, just wait a minute, guys. Okay, So it will be of this type. The same goes for here as well. It will be of hash map 32 32, and let's initiate this hash map. All right, now let's calculate this thing. So we have now this vectors over here, right? Let me refresh this live chat. We have 71 subscribers, 29 to go, guys. By the way, we'll close by 4. We'll close this stream by 4, so half an hour more. I think today's stream went well, interacted with lots of great people. uh, okay, yeah. So as you can see on the screen, we are returning tuple, and we need separate set for these power balls and all, right? So what we need to do is we need to so we have a vector of games that we have done, that we have fetched, right? So what we can do is we can loop it on this, and we can store like we can get these numbers based on this split white spaces. We will winning number, as I told earlier, a winning number has lots of white spaces in them, so it's a white space separated thing, right? We need to do that, we need to fetch that, and we need first 5 numbers, right? So this winning number that we are getting, it has 6 number separated by a space. We need to filter that, fetch first 5 numbers, and then use that 5 numbers to map those things. One thing, we will implement a concept from that is from the Rust book that was straight there, that how do we like mutate values inside a hash map. We need to use pointer value and with the function or insert. I'll show you. So but let's first do that. So we need to use loop here, right? Because we are getting a this number over here. Remind me later, thank you. We say for, right, game in numbers, let's call it numbers, number in numbers. So let data uh, u32 or and str. I think it's a string literal. four four likes on the stream. We are going good. We need a number. We have a number, dot winning numbers, right? Dot split. Split, do we need split or split white spaces? We will use split white spaces, right? Split white spaces, and dot, if I use collect, then it will be, I will receive that in vector. Okay, that's how we do it. We have now data, those winning numbers with the thing. Now we need only first 5 numbers, then we will again use for the last powerball numbers, right? So as you can see, we have these 5 numbers over there. If you can see, let me just drag it. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, so if you can see, we have these first 5 numbers and that powerball as well. So yeah, so we need to first find out frequencies and keep count of those frequencies for first 5, and then for powerball. So let's do that, quickly do that. We have like 20 minutes more. What we need to do, we need to again loop it like for, so so if you see that, so to in order to fetch these first 5 numbers, we need to enumerate on these numbers, right? So what we need to do is this, in we have number or numbers or data dot iter enumerate, right? And now here we need to implement our thing. Let me just check out how many subs we got. Anyways, I think we are good for the day. Anyways, if anyone new is watching, you can like this stream and come on chat. We can. So we have index over here. We'll receive an index and item, let's say. All right. So we have an item as well. Now we need these first five numbers, right, on the winning numbers thing. So what we can do, uh, and now after this performing loop over here, we have an item, okay, and it's a string literal. So we need to parse it and check it if and we need to run the loop, right? So let's just parse it first. So we'll use a if let statement, if let, and if it's a okay number, and how we'll receive it, we'll receive item, right? It's a string literal, so we'll parse it and parse it in u32. What I did, parse 4 likes. Awesome, 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 awesome. So right, we have this thing, and if everything went well, we will check if this I is less than what we call data dot length -1, something like that we need to do, right? So these are first five numbers, and if it's not, then it will be a sixth number, right? Else it will be a Powerball. So I hope you are like guys are getting it. We need to filter out these things. We need to figure out first five numbers frequency, then later Powerball's frequency. So if this is like these things, right? So what we need to do is let me just show you one concept that we'll use from the Rustlang book. They have clearly stated there how do we mutate inside this. So Rust programming book, and let's go to hash map, right? Let's go to hash map. If you can see, we have insert as well, and in order to modify and update this thing, we have something here. Yeah, this one, see, it says exactly this concept we need to use. We have splitted that, and now what we need to do is we need to insert and update that thing, right? So you can check out this as well. So what we need to do is we need to use an method called entry over here, right? So what we need to do is we need to have here we need to use this first map. First, let name in naming is the hard part. So we need to use first map, right? And we need to do this, dereference it as well. Make sure to dereference it because we need to update it, right? We'll use a method called entry. What entry does, entry will insert the key, and it will check for this number. If it's present there, then it will insert, right? It will what entry does, it will check if it's there, it will or insert, right? And what will it insert? It will insert 0 plus equals 1. So I have written entirely in one line, right? It is also stated in this book as well. So if you have gone through this book, this entire thing can be written in one line, because you need to like use this entry. See, exactly this is what I did. Entry or insert 0. So if there is nothing, you can insert 0, and as soon as it encounter a value, it will increment by 1. So these two lines can be written in single line over here, right? Dereference it, this and this. Okay, so this is what I did. So this concept that we read in this book is now like very useful, and we can use it over here. So yeah, and the same for Powerball as well. uh, for Powerball, it will take, we'll dereference it, Powerball map, right? Dot entry, we'll enter a number, and dot or insert uh, 0 and plus equals 1. Right, now what we need to do, so we have implemented this thing. Now here, from here, now we need to return this thing, right? So we need to return these tuples of from here, right? So what we need to do, it will be an array of u32 u32. Okay, and we need to return something from here. Now we need to figure out something. We need to find out top 5 numbers, so we need to sort that as well. Remember we said that we'll split those function, we'll sort the top 5 numbers, right? So we'll say let mute sorted top, sorted top 5 numbers, right? And what will it return? It will return us a vector of u32 and u32. We'll refactor this later. Okay, let's do this. And what we need to do over here is we need to use, let's see how we can sort this. Whether I think we need to make it first of all in a vector, right? So first, so do this first, map dot into iter dot collect. We can do that. So this way we have this in vector, and we need a function that will sort it for us. So do you guys know anything? How do we sort an a vector in this? So what we can do is we use, I think, sorted of 5 dot sort by, sorts slice with a comparison. Yes, we need comparison. So we have two things, right? A and B. It goes like this, right? A and B. How do we use it? Do we have any documentation over here? Yes, 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 we found something. So let's go over here. Sort by. It has a compare equals equal less. We use these two. That's what we are using. And this, it's I think we need to use dot cmp over here. So what we can do, hmm. So what we can do over here, where is this thing? Yeah. So what we can do over here is we can use Let's figure out how do we use sort by. La 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 la. C A dot CMPB. So A dot CMPB. Let's do that. We have these two things, right? A dot CMPB. Awesome. So this is what we have. We'll return it. Secondly, we also need let mute sorted powerball. It is also a vector. Use that too, right? And we need a powerball map into vector. We need to make it into a vector. So we'll collect this and we will sorted powerball. Uh, sort by. And then we'll simply what are we returning? We're returning a tuple, so we'll simply return sorted of 5 sorted powerball. I cannot mutate variable, immutable variable. Okay, let's make it mutable. My bad. Okay. Yeah, I think we are done. This function is not using this thing, right? So let's so yeah, let me just quickly go through what I've done. What I did was I have this vector over here, this powerball game that we received from the API. We created two hash maps over here, first like the one for the first 5 balls and the second one for the powerball, because we need a different sets of odd number, right? We need to show user that okay, these are the first 5 numbers from the last years and this one is the powerball number that from the last years, right? We created a hash map. We started implementing implemented for loop in it, and secondly we have a condition where we have all these numbers separated by a space, so we splitted that space, created a vector out of it, and then start implementing loops in it. And we used a concept that was shown us to in the Rust-Lang book, that how we update an entry in a hash map. Very important concept that you can see that we have been able to use it here. Yeah, we implemented that thing for both powerball and first 5 numbers. Secondly, we have sorted those numbers now because we need a most relevant number. I think that is a good thing to do, to show the user what are the most relevant number we have, so we sort them according to that. And now let's reuse this function over here. We have a calculate frequency that we have created. I need to implement it over here, right? So what I'll do is I will simply show calculate frequency function. It needs a reference to this numbers, right? So I'll pass this and what I'm getting numbers. Okay, numbers. Yeah, so this is what I got, and numbers. And instead I will not use anything over here. I'll remove this. So LSP timeout. Yeah, so I think this should work, this calculate frequency thing. Let me just go through this. Let me just refresh my chat, see how it goes. Anyways, let's implement what will return from here? We'll return a tuple, top 5 and a powerball from this, right? Let's print this. Are we able to print that? So we will end this stream now. I think we have achieved lots of thing here. We will be able to contact that API. We will have able to write that endpoint from the front end, able to map it and fetch the frequency, created a hash map. Let's just check how it goes. Then we will call it a day, and we'll later implement these things like how we can show that to the user and map it on the powerful screen on the front end. Println so top 5. So let's see if compiler complains. It already like takes time in doing that. All right, thank you guys for joining. If you watch this stream on later point of time, feel free to check out my channel. And let's check this thing. Okay, compiler is working and doesn't complain about anything. Let's hit generate and see how it goes, how we are getting this. Generate. Okay, the request has been called. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So as you can see, 1 2 3 up to 69. Awesome. So you see, I have a tuple here. Let me just copy it. So I have received a vector. How can I show you this thing? Let me just do it over here. Yeah, so this is what I have received. So you see, no, delete this thing. Let's go over here. So you see what I got. So there are 1 to 69 numbers in Powerball, and I have got each one of the frequency, right? So one occurs 15 times, two occur 9 times, and all. However, this is not sorted. I don't know why. Should I do that one more thing? Actually, I was kind of uh, thinking. I was aware that uh, I'm not sure if that works, but I was kind of suspicious earlier when I was implementing that, but I thought I should go with the flow. Let me just close it. Let me do another generate request over here, and let me keep eye on this terminal. So yes guys, as you can see, we have successfully able to figure out which number occurs how many times. So we have created a frequency kind of thing, this hash map. We used hash map because it provides like a linear time in inserting and addition, and that is like quite important when we have to deal with larger data set. So mm, I think compiler is okay, and let me just hit again and I'll show you. Okay, awesome, 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 awesome. I think our data is sorted now. So it was the previously what we are getting, right? After some modification we got this 5 to 20. So as you can see, it is a kind of a ascending order. So the 10 number on last year occurs only 5 times. So this way user will be able to guess from these numbers, so we can show that. So as you can see, 33 was 20 times. So the user that will play next time will be like will say that okay, 33 occurs 20 times, maybe it will occur another time. So he can use these statistics to create its guessing. Yeah, so I think we have achieved this thing. We were able to pull out these frequencies, and we need only top 5, so we can do that. We can fetch top 5 numbers from here. we can do that as well. So I think, yeah, so this is how we do things here. um, this is a button, so we implemented this thing, right? So we are able to, let me just quickly go through what I did. Let me remove all the to do's from here. We only need to one to do over here, and nothing. All right, so what we did was we created a url, right? We have this url. First of all, we use this request create to fetch the data. As you can see, we modified this url dynamically because we don't want to filter out on this on our local system. So we updated a query so that if we get a filtered result of only last year, as soon as we got this result, we passed it on to the function calculate functions. Here we created two hash map, one for the first five numbers and another one for the powerball. And we what we did was we created a hash map, updated the entry how many times a number occurred, and we are using that frequency to show it to the user so that it will form a better guessing, right? So instead, so yeah, so this is what we want to do, and we are able to pull that off. Next thing what we are going to do on next stream is we need to send this result to the front end on the screens on the mobile app, and a user will be able to see those screens there, so see those numbers there, right? So thank you everyone for joining. I hope you guys like have enjoyed it, and thank you everyone who have interacted with me today. Ankush, Ankur, Legend Movies, YouTube Mastery Tips and Tricks, and Capscut as well. Thank you for joining. Farhan, Farzan, if I'm not, yeah. Thank you everyone. See you on the next one. Let's call it a day. Enjoy and take care of your health. Bye bye.